So you just took advantage of His grace. Now, all of us do it. Doesn't matter who we are. We're all guilty of this. So when you think about the dryness of our hearts, and I look around at humanity, and one of the things that Jennifer told me one time, she goes, how can you, having been a cop as long as you've been a cop, still find faith in people? I'm like, I don't find faith in anybody but Christ. What I see in people is their worth. Not their worthiness. None of us are worthy. Can I get an amen? But the genuine worth of the human soul. If Jesus thought that it was good enough to die for, then I think it's good enough for me to not turn my back on. And a lot of times, I'm just telling you, man, and this is kind of hitting on some of the points of my sermon this morning, but kind of not. It's just kind of setting it up so you can understand why Jesus needs to be the root in the dryness of our hearts, because our hearts are barren wastelands without Christ. The Bible tells us, as a matter of fact, in Ezekiel, that man has a heart of stone, and God took it out and replaced it with a heart of flesh, because stone, you can't do nothing with stone. It's hard, it's rocky, it's very immovable. You can't really do anything with rock. I mean, you really have to chisel and work at it, and if you don't do it right, you'll crack the heart, and if you go too far, you'll break it. So human hearts are something that we need to leave to the master heart surgeon, and that's Jesus, right? So when I look at a human heart and I think, man, that's a messed up person, what I have to remember is yes, they're messed up, but their soul is valuable to Jesus, and I need to be everything that I possibly can be to win their heart to Christ so that they could become a member of the family of God. We've now entered into the Christmas season, as we all know. It amazes me how fast 2023 has gone already. I mean, we are literally 3 weeks away from 2024. That blows my mind. I mean, it blows my mind. And now the thing that I find solace in and hope is that I've already told y'all I'm determined to live to be 100. So I've got at least 43 more years to live. And that's a lot of years for me to try to love on people and win people to Jesus and love my family well and take care of my father as long as my father is allowed to be here by the Lord until God says his time is done and He's going to take him home. And then who am I going to hunt with? Maybe you and Maggie. So we're in the Christmas season. And as all of us continue to regret the amount of food that we've consumed over the past couple of weeks since Thanksgiving, and all of the leftovers that we have consumed, and all of the goodies that we have eaten and thrown down our gullet, and it has now settled in the wasteland. Yeah. Black Friday sales are everywhere. You know, Christmas is abundantly abounding everywhere. And we're all pursuing the perfect gift. The perfect gift. Yet, we must remember that that gift has already been given. Given over 2,000 years ago in the virgin birth of Christ in a manger. I heard something on KSBJ this morning and said, man, I got to work on a sermon regarding that, but I'm going to touch on it a little bit. You ever notice that the innkeeper did not take the time to clean the manger where they laid Jesus? He did not take the time to clean the stable. He did not make ready, as it were, his establishment for the King of Kings. He simply